Good morning, my dear children. I am Mrs. Anju Sharma, your English teacher. Today, I am going to read the chapter number 9 from your Mulberry book. The name of the chapter is Red Eye. So, students, open your book at page number 117. So, let us start reading. Do you like snakes? Here is a story about a girl called Cindy who had a snake, not a paper snake, but a real one. My name is Cynthia N. I am called Cindy. I am 9 years old and have a sister, Emily. She is 12 years old and she is really silly. She is afraid of spiders, white mice, frogs, and snakes, especially snakes. But I think snakes are really great. Snakes are really great. One day last summer, when I was visiting my uncle's farm, I found a garter snake. I caught it to take a good close up look. It was as long as my arm and had three pale stripes and orange dots on its body. There were beautiful little blue slashes on its head. I called it Red Eye because it had red eyes. My uncle told me to take it home and keep it as a pet. No, I said, Emily hates snakes. She is afraid of them because he thinks all of them are venomous. Nonsense, said my uncle. A garter snake won't hurt anyone if it is handled properly. Oh, Emily wouldn't touch Red Eye, I said. She'll scream and complain and carry on. Then I stopped. I remembered the time Emily had refused to lend me her pocket money for Dad's birthday present. I thought of the time she had reported me for using her hairbrush to brush our dog. On second thoughts, I said she might learn a lot from Red Eye. So my aunt gave me an empty coffee can and I poked little holes in the plastic lid. The holes were little ones because my aunt told me that snakes are escape artists and can get out of just about anything. Then I took the garter snake home. My mother helped me to find my old fish tank in the garage. It was just the thing for a snake. It was fascinating to watch Red Eye eat. When I put up a piece of raw fish in the tank, it would open its mouth very wide and swallow the piece whole. Then, for a day or two, you could see a large lump in Red Eye's body. The lump would get smaller and smaller as it went farther and farther down. Emily said it made her sick when I spoke of Red Eye's eating habits during dinner and once, when I showed her the skin it had shed, she started to scream. Emily didn't like red eye, but I loved my snake. I know that all snakes stick out their tongue to smell things. But whenever I came around the tank, Red Eye would rise up and stick his tongue out as if to say hello. Then one day, a terrible thing happened. When I went into my room after school, I noticed that the top of the tank was slightly open. Red Eye was gone. I screamed at the top of my voice, and mother came running into the room. Somebody left the lid of the tank and Red Eye gone. I shouted. Oh, is that all? Mother said thankfully. You gave me a scare. Is that all? Is that all? At this moment, Red Eye is wandering around somewhere. It could starve to death or a dog could get it. I wanted to cry. At that moment, Emily came into the room. You finally managed to get rid of Red Eye. I yelled at her. I hope you are satisfied. I hope Red Eye crawls into your bed tonight. What do you mean? Emily said. I didn't do anything. I just got home from school. I was not going to believe her. All right, all right, girls, mother said. We'll all look for Red Eye. I'm not looking for any snake, said Emily. I started to cry. Emily looked at me in surprise. You really like that snake, don't you? She said. Of course. I sniffed. What did you think? I thought you were keeping it just to be mean, said Emily. I started to look for Red Eye. I didn't ever want to talk to my sister, Emily, again. Emily watched mother and me for a while and then she sighed like this. Well, if that snake means so much to you, I guess I'll help you, she said. For hours we looked for Red Eye all over the house. We searched for it till dinner time. No Red Eye. Emily came over and put her arm around my shoulder. I'm sorry, Cindy, she said. We'll search for Red Eye again after dinner. You can't give up yet. Emily almost never touched me except to poke me. It made me feel sad to think that she was really not a bad person and that I had never known it. While mother, father, and I were watching television later that night, we suddenly heard the most awful scream coming from the bathroom. We rushed in that direction, and there came Emily, running towards us. She was holding a bunched up doll in front of her. Even when she saw us, she didn't stop screaming, but she dropped the doll and out slid Red Eye. It took a while, but we finally calmed Emily down and she told us that she had opened the closet door in the bathroom and there was the garter snake snuggled among the dolls. When Red Eye when Red Eye saw Emily, it started to move. Emily knew that if she didn't get hold of it, it would get away. After I got my snake back into the tank, safe and sound, I thanked Emily. She shuddered. I knew it had been hard for her to touch snake, and I knew she had only done it for me. When spring comes around, I am going to take Red Eye back to the farm and set it free. It will be safe and happy there, and it will never have to try to escape again. It's the least I can do for Red Eye and for Emily. So students, listen carefully to the lecture recorded in the video and go through chapter 9 for better clarity. Thank you students for watching the video till the end. Please write your name, class and section in your comment box. Bye children. Have a nice day.